Hey everybody, hope your day is going well. We are back with another reaction. We're listening to George Harrison, All Things Must Pass. This is the title track to his third studio album that was released in 1970, I believe. And I was going to get to this album eventually because I want to explore all songs on it and his other work after I went through all the studio albums by the Beatles. And I wanted to kind of jump ahead because there's so much going on in the world right now, and I always try to stay positive, but it gets hard sometimes. And then this title popped into my mind. I remembered it because it's one that I've been looking forward to, and I felt like I needed some insights of George today. It was recently his birthday as well. I saw Paul McCartney post something on his Instagram, and I then found out that he passed away just a day after my 14th birthday. I didn't know that. But anyway, let's hear it, George. All things must pass. That they do. Let's listen.
Sunrise doesn't last all morning. A cloudburst doesn't last all day. Seems my love is up and has left you with no warning. It's not always gonna be this great. All things must pass. All things must pass away. Sunset doesn't last all evening. The mind can blow those clouds away. After all this, my love is up and must be leaving. It's not always gonna be this great. All things must pass. All things must pass away. All things must pass. Not like strings can last. So I must be on my way and face another day. Now the darkness only stays at night time. In the morning it will fade away. Daylight is good at arriving at the right time. It's not always gonna be this great. All things must pass. All things must pass away. All things must pass. All things must pass away.
I needed this. Thank you, George. And like he said, daylight is good at arriving at the right time, and sometimes music does as well. Certain songs you keep them for a rainy day. Man, George, yeah, great singing on this. I love the grain here in his vocals, and the arrangement is very cool. There's a sound in it, almost sounded like deep ocean sounds. At first, I thought it was a slide, but I'm not sure. I think some type of like it's almost like a deep sea radar. That what is that? But it's weird. Like the sound on its own it's not really musical, but at the same time it is, and it's soothing for some reason. Maybe it is because I like associate it with like deep ocean whale type sounds. I don't know. There's some great guitars in this, the piano. Yeah, definitely gonna be on my playlist and listening to this quite a few times because the message I received it loud and clear, but I need to hear it more. Let's listen to some of this again. But piano, the acoustic rhythm. I also like this. Is that a type of horn? I'm not sure what that is, but it's really nice. And then that sound that I was referring to before comes in. It's like they're turning up some knob or finding a frequency or something, like the frequency of life that I'm looking for right now.
Sunrise doesn't
Drumming.
last all morning.
Hmm.
A cloudburst doesn't last all day.
Sunrise doesn't last all morning. Even the beauty, it's about impermanence and it's humbling, right? Um, the beautiful things don't last. We know that. And that is easy to do. We're all, a lot of us, me included, we can doom think, and it's so easy to do in these times, which is why I needed this. Uh, you know, all things must pass, right? So it's not always going to be gray. So even painful times will pass and all things must pass away. So there's a universal truth there. All things must pass, nothing lasts forever, and also all things must pass away. So life is impermanent as well, and it's finite, and there's an even deeper truth and acceptance there. And more examples of things that don't last. The sunset, the mind that can blow the clouds away. That's nice. Uh, Maybe an inner light, can remove those clouds, in our own minds. None of life's strings can last, connections, uh, bonds, even that will fade away. And I love the line of about, so I must be on my way and face another day. The way he sang that too, it's almost like his tagline as the quiet beetle. There's this quiet resilience and let's go, let's move on, but with resolve and with calmness, and he exudes that. It's really nice.
The mind can blow those clouds away.
The bass is nice here too.
After all this, my love is up and must be leaving. It's not always gonna be this great.
The drumming at that part. Now there's a slide coming in, right? Um, it's not always going to be this great. I feel like I have to say that 10 times in a row because where I mean, now, this is very relevant to the times and how way I'm feeling, but I guess a lot of people are feeling a little bit doomy and gloomy. Um, the thing is, because he says you can't force it, right? Daylight is going to arrive at the right time, whether that's individually for somebody who's down on his knees, rock bottom, you need it, and light comes, but you cannot force that. You can't force daylight to arrive sooner. That's impossible. So you kind of have to accept that. And But the problem is right now with what we're seeing across the world is like, yes, it's not gonna always be this gray. We understand that, but when, it's that feeling that we are struggling with now. When are we gonna catch a break? When is the world gonna catch a break? When is the suffering gonna end, or at least ease up a little bit? Instead of escalating everywhere. That's the thing that we are struggling with. Yes, we know it's not gonna last, but when? There is no end in sight, and that's the issue right now. It's like, oh, this tunnel is really long and and really dark. Where is that light? I know it's gonna come. I understand that, but we are asking when and why, and that's the tough thing that I guess I'm struggling with, and a lot of people are right now. So yeah, I understand this, and I that's why I said I have to hear it more and more and more and more to kind of lift up my spirits once again. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer here. Uh, Come on, George, let's hear it.
Be this great.
Drumming, huh?
All things must pass. All things must pass away. All things must pass. None
The
of the
strings.
strings can last. So I must be on my way and face another day. Now
There it
the
is, man.
darkness only.
There it is. I'm definitely not gonna give up. So yeah, much needed wisdom here by George, and this is gonna be in my regular rotation, and I'm definitely looking forward to explore more of his solo work, and yeah, discover a little bit more about his way of thinking. There's a lot of the Eastern philosophy that he was into is in here. The all things must pass, all things must pass away, which I'm also very interested in, and uh, I think more people should. Well, should, I don't even like that word, but it would be nice if more people knew about this type of thinking. Yeah, because once you see it, you can't unsee it, and then you realize all the other stuff that some people prioritize might not be as important. Thank you for being here. If you have any other recommendations, let me know. Goodbye.